Less than 24 hours to go for the start of the third and the crucial test between India and England here at Rajkot. It's the SCA Stadium. It will be renamed as the Niranjan Shah Stadium later today. But anticipation is right up there. The expectations are again high from both sides. Excitement is pretty much in the air. That is what Jadeja was talking when he came for the pre-match press conference. Local boy, he's said to be felicitated by the Saurashtra Cricket Association in the evening today for what he has done for India. #1 ranked test all-rounder. He, along with Cheteshwar Pujara, will be felicitated today. You know, Pujara is one of the 13 players who has played 100 test matches for India. So a special feat for the local boys and something in store for them, because Pujara unfortunately isn't playing, but Jadeja pretty much will take the field tomorrow, and he kind of chuckled that is why he's there for the pre-match press conference. So going by that, Jadeja comes back into the playing 11. But the big question is not about Jadeja playing or not, it's about Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah arrived in Rajkot late in the evening yesterday. He didn't turn up for the practice session today. We did check around with BCCI officials and they said that he's fit and raring to go, but the availability and all those calls will be taken by the team management. But he's pretty much here. He didn't come for the practice session. We were surprised to not see him here because he hasn't been playing any cricket in the last 8 to 9 days. He has been on a break between the 2 test matches and he didn't train today. So that was kind of a surprise for us, because Shubman Gill was here today. Shubman Gill didn't turn up for the optional session yesterday, but he was out here today and he had a pretty marathon batting session. Typical Shubman Gill, that is what he likes to do before a test match. That is what he has been doing over the years now, and that is precisely what he was doing today with Washington Sundar and Rajat Patidar batting in the adjacent nets. 2 new joinees were also confirmed today. Those were Devdutt Padikkal and Akashdeep. Their participation kind of is very kind of, I would say they are not playing this game, but it remains to be seen whether they'll be released tomorrow by the team management to turn up for their respective sides, Bengal and Karnataka, for the Ranji Trophy 7th round, which gets underway soon. So that's a big call which the management needs to take, because they did something similar before the second test got underway, when they released Avesh Khan and allowed him to play the Ranji Trophy game for Madhya Pradesh. So let's see whether that happens or not, but India do have to take some tough selection calls for this game in particular. The first big call has to be around Jasprit Bumrah. Will he, won't he? There are a lot of talks and a lot of speculations floating around with regards to workload management, but as far as logic says, he hasn't been playing cricket since 8 to 9 days now, and you know, being a top grade cricketer in the country, you are expected to feature in a 5 test series, and India needs him more than ever now, because the wicket is on the flatter side. We did tell you yesterday that, you know, there's a slight green tinge on the surface, but that green tinge has kind of disappeared overnight. The excess grass which was there probably to hold the surface together is no longer there, and it wears a very typical Rajkot Pata look. So a lot of runs in store for that, and that is what Jadeja is expecting it to be. He expects the surface to be on the flatter and the harder side, and expects to deteriorate and break down as the game progresses, and the spinners are likely to come into action then. Talking about spinners, one spinner is on the cusp of a big milestone. Joining the 500 club is Ravichandran Ashwin. He's stuck on 499. Why I say stuck on 499? Because you expected him to get there sooner, but the wickets haven't been the raging turners which we have seen in India in the past. So spinners haven't been able to get the bucket load of wickets which they had done during previous home assignments. So Jadeja is pretty excited for Ashwin. He's pretty pumped up. He said that it will be special for him to see his teammate with whom he has played cricket for over a decade now to reach the 500 wicket mark here in his hometown in Rajkot. So that is another takeaway. And I'm talking about another milestone. One guy was pretty chilled out about it, and that was Ben Stokes. 99 test matches. England captain will be taking field tomorrow, you know, in his 100th test. It can't get bigger than that, but for Ben Stokes it was business as usual. He kind of downplayed the whole milestone talk, and England have already announced their playing 11. They have made the one change as Shoaib Bashir goes out and Mark Wood comes in, so they're going in with an extra seamer. They have retained and they've bagged Rehan Ahmed, whose visas issues were sorted out. So that's a welcome change, because visas were the keyword for the ECB even before they got here. Now Shoaib Bashir's visas delay, then the makeshift visa which the authorities here, you know, in consultation with BCCI and the support BCCI gave to them, kind of managed a makeshift visa for Rehan Ahmed. But now all that is sorted out and his visa issues are taken care of. So he'll be taking field tomorrow, and that has been confirmed as ECB has already announced the playing 11 for the third test starting here tomorrow. So lots in store for us, and we'll hope that Indian batting kind of finally comes good and Rohit Sharma scores the runs which haven't, you know, quite come from his bat since that South Africa series. He's the most experienced experienced player in the batting unit right now, and now is the time for the Indian skipper to come good. So you stay tuned to Cricket Next. We'll bring you all the action from ground zero from here in Rajkot. As I told you earlier, there's a felicitation planned here in the evening. We'll get you more from that because BCCI Secretary Jay Shah, along with other office bearers and dignitaries, will attend that event, and also attending that event will be India all-rounder Ravindra Jadeja and Chiteshwar Pujara. So you hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe button, follow us across our social media handles because we'll ensure you don't miss a ball and don't miss an update. So keep watching.